Assalamu alaikum students. Now we'll start our second practice set of chapter number 1. So practice set 1.2. Now most of the terms or the properties are reduced from the syllabus, from your syllabus. So based on that property, that is angle bisector theorem, and all are reduced from your syllabus. So based on that property, all the questions are also reduced. So in practice set 1.2, question number 1 is reduced. Question number 2 we're going to see. Then from question number 3 is also reduced from the syllabus. Then we will solve question number 4. Again question number 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These all questions are reduced from your syllabus for this year. Then we will solve question number 10, and the last question of this practice set, that is 11th one, is also reduced. So that means in this practice set we have to do only question number 2, question number 4, question number 10. These 3 questions only we're going to see. So now we will start our question number 2. So here the question is, in triangle PQR. So this is the figure for second question, that is PQR. Some of the values are given to us. PM is 15. So PM, this PM is given us 15. After that PQ is 25. P2Q, it means this one, is given us 25. Then PR is 20. PR, that means here till here, it is given us 20. And NR is 8. NR, that means this side, is given us 8. Then state whether line NM, that means this line, is parallel to side RQ. We have to prove whether this NM is parallel to side RQ or not, and if they are parallel to each other, we have to write the reason. So here I have explained you the property, which property we have to use whenever in the question we have to prove that whether they are parallel. If already parallel is given, then we will use basic proportionality theorem. But whenever we have to prove that any of the segment or line is parallel to any of the side of a triangle, then we're going to use the converse of basic proportionality theorem. So for solving this question by basic proportionality theorem, first of all we have to show that ratio on this side, that is Pn upon Nr, we will find, and the ratio on the other side, that is Pm upon Mq, we will find. And whenever we will prove that this ratio and this ratio, value of this ratio, that is Pn upon Nr, is equal to the ratio Pm upon Mq, then we can say that this Nm will become parallel to Rq. So it is very simple. First of all we have to find ratio of Pn upon Nr. But separately the value of Pn we don't know. We know PR here, we know Nr here. So by knowing this PR and Nr, can we find this Pn? Yes, exactly, by subtraction. From PR, if I'll subtract Nr, we will get the value of Pn. So first of all, we will find the value of Pn, then easily we can find the ratio Pn upon Nr. Similarly, we will see here on other side, this PM, P2M, this one is given as 15. And P2Q is given as 25. But we don't know the value of MQ. So similarly, we'll do the subtraction here also. From this PQ, if I'll subtract the PM, then we will get the value of MQ. So first of all, we'll find the value of MQ. Then easily we can find the ratio PM upon MQ. So now we'll see how our solution will start. So here question number 1 is reduced from the syllabus. So directly we'll start our question number 2. So I have taken here same figure which is given to us in the textbook. Again I will write the values here. So P2R, this value, is given as 20 and NR is given as 8. Then this PQ is given as 25 and this PM is given as 15. So by using this value, first of all we will find unknown, then we will find the ratio. So from PR I will subtract NR, so we can get the value of PN. So see how the solution we will write. First of all I have taken given, so whatever values are given to us that we have written, then we will see our solution. So for PN we will subtract NR from PR. It is very simple. PR में से अगर हम लोग NR को माइनस करते हैं, so we will get the value of PN. So PR minus NR, because this all the 3 points are collinear. Now the value of PR is 20 and the value of NR is 8. So now we'll substitute their values. So 20 minus 8. So we know 20 minus 8 is nothing but 12. So we have got value of PN is 12. Similarly we'll do here also. From PQ, if I'll subtract PM, we'll get the value of MQ. So we will write MQ is equal to PQ minus PM, because all these 3 points are collinear. You have to write this collinear form here, okay? So this is important. Now we'll apply their values. PQ is 25 and PM is 15. So we'll apply this value. So 25 minus 15 and 25 minus 15 is nothing but 10. Okay? So MQ is equal to 10. So now here all the value of all the segment we know. So we have got this PN is equal to 12 and this MQ is equal to 10. So now we will find the ratio of this side, that is PN upon NR. Then we will find the value of the ratio of this side, that is PM upon MQ. Separately we will find. So I have taken the first ratio, that is PN upon NR on one side. PN upon NR, I have applied the value. PN is 12. We have calculated here. We have find here. And NR already it is given 8. Now this 12 and 8 we can factorize by 4. So 4 3s are 12 and 4 2s are 8. So the simplest form is 3 upon 2. I have given it equation number 1. Similarly, we will find the ratio on other side. Second ratio will be PM upon MQ. So the second ratio is PM upon MQ. I have applied here the values of PM and MQ is 15 and 10. These two 15 and 10 can be cancelled by 5. So 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. So we have got the answer 3 upon 2. I have given it equation number 2. If we will compare equation 1 and 2, we are getting the same answer 3 upon 2, 3 upon 2. That means we are getting the value of these two ratios are equal. So we will write from equation 1 and 2, ratio PN upon NR is equal to ratio PM upon MQ. And whenever these two ratios are equal, we can say that these two lines are parallel.